This is Outnumbered. I'm Kayleigh McEnany, here with my co-host Emily Compagno and Harris Faulkner. Also joining us, host of the Kennedy Saves the World podcast, Kennedy, and host of Making the Federal Government. This is what we call the deep state.
Yes, this is federal law enforcement. Instead of investigating particular individuals, they're looking for individuals to investigate who apparently haven't committed any crimes.
Indicators. This one stood out to me. Among the indicators, the purchase of books, including religious text and subscriptions to other media. So religious text.
Well, that fits into what you were talking about with the targeting of the Catholic Church, right? And those members who, as Emily has pointed out so many times, who actually speak Latin. like that was some sort of indicator that they might be terrorists. I mean, that's where this comes from. I love so much what Kennedy just said, though, and I don't hear it enough. Why don't we?
In that, those search terms had zero nexus to criminal behavior. In fact, their behavior. They are then mining that to their will without any safeguard.
Who shop at Cabela's, these people who go to Bass Pro Shops, these people who buy stuff at Dick's Sporting Goods, they need to be reprogrammed. That's the word she used. So when you talk about a list, President Hillary wants to access that list, send these people to a camp and reprogram them.
I'm worried one day they will use these lists.
Yep. Is bigoted about acknowledging the 15 beds closed permanently in that Denver hospital, the $120 million that was not accounted for, that it's somehow about skin color, Kennedy. No, the migrants are being bused to the sanctions
who are living on the streets. Right. What about their care? What about their concern?
Yeah. What do you make, Kayleigh, of the 14 Democrats that broke from Biden, that took this stand?
Yeah, I mean, it's unsurprising. Progressives, Jayapal, the head of the Progressives, came out and said, we're going to hurt immigrant communities and a progressive base that needs to see a difference between Donald Trump.
And especially for this president, because his numbers have been in the tank for over a year by the illegal immigrants who are coming in and soaking up all the resources and the space.
Yeah, well, they are.
And let's...
Guess what? You've been bamboozled. Wake up. This is another opportunity to wake up. If 50 years of subpar education to our kids didn't wake you up, if lack of opportunities didn't wake you up, maybe... It's a good tell, yeah. Here's the truth with President Biden. First of all, nothing President Biden does is about the economy.
Negotiate their rent. And they love to take rent and food and energy out of, the rising inflation rates.
Right.
But that's what hurts people the most. Of course they want to do that. It's completely dishonest when you can't afford rent and food and gas.
The fact that he found a $6 smoothie at all. and I'm not even kidding. I think, I was at the grocery store the other day, which was in a big box store grocery section, and the strawberries were $7.
So Charles has I'm going to brag about you for a second here now. Charles has a special edition of Making Money, and it's called Becoming Unbreakable. It's a town.
Change your financial outcome. No one else will do it for you. I'm going to show you some secrets.
That's
not enough. Let's do more.
I love it.
That was kind of a personal question. Thank you. 2 p.m. Eastern.
Can I take butt selfies with the flip phone?
The answer to that.
Yes, but those will be worth more than 10 grand.
Touche, madam.
What about you, Kayleigh? You think you could do it?
No, I could never do it. Ever. I should do it, need to do it, but couldn't do it. But my dad had a flip phone up until like 2021, so he could do this like every day of his life.
I love it. Absolutely, I could do it.
Maybe I should get one of these things.
What about you?
Well, I feel like if I could, I have to use email to work.
Yes.
So I could, no texts and no calls, great. I'm happy as a clam. But the email thing,
there
I think
you go.
that it
Can
would
you have
be
a
the
tablet?
caveat. No, I feel like that. I feel like the point is you can't use that smart technology,
You
But I'll
can't
bet you
cheat.
it'd probably be the best month of your life. This was just the best hour of my life, guys. Thank you for joining us today. And now here's America's Reports.